Alright,
as
first
we
man
have,
is an Aldous.
that's right, we have Aether main on the left. And of course, SNC on the right.
SXC on the right.
SXC.
Imba
yeah,
on the
that's right.
Yeah, I just had to say the
It's
complete
it's a
name.
very long name, isn't it?
Are
Of
we
course.
supposed to call him Imba in game?
Yeah. I think let's just call him.
Imba. Yeah.
Yeah, let's call him Imba.
Why not, right?
I'm gonna call him Imba right away. So Aldous still not able to make an appearance here on the draft at all. Very strong engagements, coupled by a lot of team fighting experience here. Of course, Aether main doesn't actually want that to go to the other side. Of course, on the other end of the spectrum, Linux.
Hey, we always ban Linux.
No surprises
in
there.
our rank games, right?
Yep, ranked games, online qualifiers, regular season. Linux still showing up to be a very strong band. Because again, there's very little counters to this very powerful mage.
And of course, her ult is basically all about escaping. So it's kind of irritating. Like when you're just about to kill her, she manages to get away.
Yeah, and again, a lot of power as well in the poke. Long range, unstoppable poke, which doesn't seem like it has a cooldown, right? So again, something that a lot of the teams don't actually want to face yet. But once they get a hold of it, you saw in the online qualifiers, they almost always win. So again, good bans here from SNC. Take out the Claude, take out the Linux, as well as the Alice on the other side.
So I guess it's probably Hanabi will probably get picked up. Hopefully, I don't know. Gushin.
That's a big problem here. I mean, Hanabi, it's looking like a really good lineup for pickings here for Aether main. They dedicated the first pick into the Grok. I'm not 100% sure that's a great choice. Grok had like a 70% or 60% win rate on the online qualifiers, so maybe not the best pickings so far. But let's see if they can make it work for them. Because again, on the other side, they let go of the very powerful Selena.
You know what? Once Selena picks up, I usually keep an eye on her. So let's see how Haji will perform as Selena. Well, of course, we all know the irritating stun by Selena. Like, you managed to graduate high school, college, you married someone, and when you still look at your mobile, hey, I'm still stunned, right?
The never move from Selena. Again, a lot of follow-ups as well after that one.
Yep.
Kind of equates to just pure kill pressure whenever Selena's on the lane. Of course, on the other side, they're going to get over that Gushin who has been having...
Told you.
Medium, good prediction there, by the way. Medium success. Earlier, Might Rascals were having a field day with it in the beginning stages of the game. But after a while, it did fall off. But that was majorly because of this Kaja pick. Kaja pick disabled the Gushin a lot of the possible plays that the Gushin could actually do. And therefore, it will allow... that's why it maybe that's why it failed. So this time around, they're going to be teammates. So, could be good. Could be a happy time here for the Gushin.
It not could be good. It's actually interesting, and I'm pretty sure they'll be able to play well. So this is really good.
Absolutely. Of course, on the other side, something newer for our taste, Leomond. I know you have a lot of bad experience facing off against this very powerful fighter in the late phase.
I'm getting war flashbacks right now, but it's nice to go against, and he is actually really powerful by himself.
Exactly. And of course, something that you can leave behind and allow another member maybe to roam around on the map. Something that you kind of want to make do, especially with a composition like this. You have a Selena roaming, you have the Leomord just holding lane. That's going to equate for good fights here for SXC. Of course, they also secure the Kagura, stable support in the mid lane. And on the other side, kind of another flashback from the first game. They're going to pair up a Martis with this Harley. Very impressive. Indeed.
It does feel like a flashback from the previous game, right?
The same pickings over again. And we did see that Finesse had a great time with the Martis and the Harley as well.
Yes. And while someone new on the lineup here, we have a Diggy. Well, you used to play Digger, right? Thoughts on this, please?
Does this fit, though? That is the question. The damage, are they going to rely all of their damage on the Leomond and the Selena?
Selena. It's okay to rely on Selena for the damage, but her damage is only useful during the early game.
Yes.
So when you're in mid or late game, if the game does manage to take that long, you guys may want to have other options.
Yeah, you want to have someone. That's what I was thinking. Like, you could probably have added an assassin there, something like a Hellcrit, Hellcrit, to maybe bolster the attack. But again, they're gonna rely on Diggy instead to provide some support and some shielding to just keep the Selena alive. That's very questionable at best. But let's see if it'll work out again, guys. This is game 1 of SXC Imba versus Aether main.
Alrighty, but you know what? If they do manage to keep the game short or within the early game's time range, they can actually get it.
They probably could, right? I mean, a lot of early game pressure is on this team, but of course, let's load up into the Land of Dawn for the initial fight here. Do you have any favorites in terms of composition?
Wait, actually, I'm kind of torn because
yeah, it is.
SXC Imba has a Selena and a Leomord.
Yeah.
But Aether main has a Martis and a Gushen.
So again, great power. There's a lot of assassination potential.
Yeah.
On the side
I
of
think
Aether
like
main.
it's a game of how you'll be able to escape being kited down, right?
Yeah, exactly. Of course, it's gonna be a quick fight here on the bottom lane. We have Archie gonna control again, as we predicted, solo Leomord, and they're still gonna be fighting around the buff. It is gonna be secured here. 2 blue buffs here gonna go over to Aether main, and early on the team fights, they're already showing their prowess in terms of controlling the map. It's very impressive in itself. Of course, Aether main, no new. They're not new to this. They're very used to making control of the map completely and starving out the opposing team from getting any gold. And usually, that's actually a big way of how they win. Again, Aether main, they have the Grok for solid mid lane. Also has great potential pickups for just amazing plays. Again, Grok is a bit lower in the priority list here in the online qualifiers, but maybe that's going to be a different story here in the regular season.
Of course, we'll still have to wait and see how EJ will play out this Grok, because Grok in team fights can be really useful.
Yeah,
right?
like right now, EJ is going to initiate a team fight, forces flickers in a lot of skills over to the side of SXC Imba. And right now, he's also making a huge space there in the middle of these two teams. Again, maybe that's going to be a preview of what happens later on this fight. But looks like SXC going to try to normalize. And looks like it's going to be EJ still putting up a lot of pressure. They're trying to secure this turtle.
They are. But of course, before they do, they have to make sure that their enemy is
Oh! What a fast
and
team
the
fight
Grok
there.
actually got the first blood.
A lot of that burst damage here from EJ. Strong zoning potential, and as well as burst from all of that toughness. Again, Aether main come out with the first blood, and most likely going to be getting the turtle soon.
That's enough to make sure that Imba will be away from their area for a bit, and with that time frame, they managed to get a turtle.
Exactly. Of course, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying, and please share the stream if you can. Of course, we're still fighting here in the mid lane. Aether main still grouping up as 4. They pull back Honda. He goes down. That's another easy kill there for the Gushen. Man, Aether main's mid lane just having a field day.
GE did try to save him right there, but it was probably too late. Too many people on the mid lane.
Yeah, just way too much damage here from Aether main. Again, showing up very early on. No surprises. This is a team that has been known to put on the pressure early on. And this game 1 for them is no different.
Do you think that Aether... Wait.
Hold that thought. Again, SXC trying to make a pick. Again, this is a bit difficult with the Diggy. Diggy is more of a, let's say, support for shielding, not so much for engages.
Yep.
So, as we were saying,
Diggy protects. He does not attack.
Diggy full protect, not attack.
But
That's the
anyway,
big
do
thing
you
there.
think Aether main should prolong the game because of the Selena?
I think so, because right now they are making full use of that. This time around, SXC, as you did mention Selena, they do get a kill. And maybe that's the power here of the Selena. They just maybe have to wait for the Selena to ramp up a lot, get all of the possible gold into Selena's favor. And that's basically the win condition here for SXC Imba. And on the bottom lane, though, they're looking for more. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a safe lane here for the Marcus.
Going back to what you said earlier about Selena, what they could do though is try to assassinate Selena first. But if they can't, what they could do is try to make sure that Selena is not with her teammates, or she's doing her own thing, and they try to pick off their enemies one by one.
Exactly, and again, maybe that's the power of SXC Imba here, the full pickoff. Try not to go on a full 5-on-5 team fight, and maybe you can get away with the win. And as we said earlier, again, Aether main though, keeping the pressure up, and they're inviting SXC Imba to go for the team 5v5 team fight. That's a big problem.
Well, you know what? Baits, I don't think Aether main should bait as much because it's still, the damage to Selena is still scary, like
exactly.
you said earlier, right?
Unless you can keep Selena under the tower using maybe the wall from EJ, which he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure no one can go for the steal, but definitely gonna try. He does fail, and here comes the incoming team fight. Looks like EJ is still gonna be in the middle of everything. We have everyone else trying to back off. Again, Aether main, they got the turtle right away. That's a lot of gold coming into their pockets right now, almost 3K in the lead. Of course, Aether main, they're still looking for targets.
Both teams aren't committing much to team fights, probably because they know how much of a loss they will have if ever they do lose. But let's just wait and see how things will pan out.
Yeah, because there's still a lot of leeway here from SXC Imba to make, a comeback. Because again, they have the Leomord, has a lot of blocking, and they have a great front line in the show as well. Again, they have to utilize Selena, but right now, Kenji gonna be in a very bad position here, forces out the flicker. Leomord gonna call up the horse, but not gonna be enough to pull Kenji back. Again, another nice try there for SXC Imba, not really winning. They still have Haji on the Selena on the mid lane.
Well, they are kind of falling back on turrets because Aether main was able to take down 2, and Imba still doesn't have much, but let's just wait and see. What they could do though is not go too much team fights and just focus on the objectives.
Yeah,
push turrets, towers as much as they can first, and farm up maybe, level up their skills, and then try to go.
And again, they just need to maybe wait up for more opportunities to get in. However, as this game is progressing, again, Aether main 4,000 on the gold lead at almost 7 minutes. Changu still very strong on the Harley. We did see him in Season 1. He is very proficient in this Harley. He's putting up a lot of pressure here that needs to be answered by SXC Imba right now.
But, well, what do you think could SXC Imba do here?
I mean, try to go up on top lane and try to catch the team of Aether main off guard, but looks like that's not gonna happen. EJ on the top side forces the flicker out of Honda. Diggy even gonna be victimized here by Changu, and that's the Harley that we know and love there. Another kill going over to Aether main. That Diggy is not long for this world. And I did predict that, like really. The Diggy pick is a bit weird, fighting off against very high caliber players for Aether main.
Well, I think they did plan to have Diggy at the backside, not actually at the front line.
A bad set, right?
But Aether main, they kind of make sure that the team fights are in their favor.
Exactly. And again, team fights are always going to be in Aether main's favor unless you get a good position. Look at this right now, though. SXC, they're trying to go for EJ, but again, that's a very, very tanky Grok. It'll probably take more than this to go for it, but they're definitely going to try. They're going to chase into nothingness as expected from that fight.
All they had to do was try and keep on trying. Even though no one was there to actually do a follow-up for Grok, he still lived.
Exactly. And again, because of that, Aether main gained another bottom lane turret. Gold lead now on 6,000. And that's just from pure kills and pure creeps and tower hits. They're not even counting kills at this point. It's a very slow kill game here for both of these teams. Even Aether main, they're constantly hunting, but SXC gonna be victimized here. Honda gets pulled in, and another kill goes over to Aether main. Easy pickings there. It's gonna be 4v5 for the next few seconds. What's SXC gonna do?
Looks like is she away from the team right now? So this could be an opening for Aether main to charge in and put as much pressure as they can.
Exactly. That's exactly what they did. They go for the turret, very surgical, very precise around the map without suffering any casualties. Man, it's looking very bad here for SXC Imba as time goes on. 9 minutes into the game, they're already behind by 8,000, and the rest of the map is in full control for Aether main.
Yes. Like what she said, Selena is only viable for the early game, so SXC Imba needs to think of a new plan if ever Selena's damage falls off.
Yeah, again, Selena is the only big sword here for Aether main. Haji has a lot on his shoulders. I mean, Kagura, you could maybe try. Could go for the full damage Kagura build, but that's going to be enough for the initial burst. What's going to be the follow-up here is a big question here. Again, Cho, will he go for the full damage threat? I don't think he can because, again, he's going to be relied upon with all of the necessary damage threats here for SXC Imba. Again, tanky. He needs to be the tank. Right now, though, in the bottom lane, looks like SXC going to be caught off guard once more. Crypt trying to look for someone here. EJ on the front. Of course, they're going to secure it. And, of course, another one bites the dust. Oh my god, Aether main, they take down the Cho. Honda is out of contention, and Lord has been slain by Aether main.
They were able to take down Honda, the Cho, and they had Lord as their prize.
Exactly right now. Looks like it's going to be a very bad call here for SXC to try to go for anything more. They let go of another one. Top lane turret finally goes down, but again, that's a very small gold amount compared to what they lost. They lost to level 1 Lord. Of course, they're going to lose a majority of the map control again. Look at the itemization on that one. They're all trying to go full damage here.
Yep.
But then again, the only tank here is going to be the Cho. Leomord trying to be the front line that they need, but then again, failing miserably.
But you won't be able to feel that anytime soon.
Exactly.
It kind of takes some time for him to actually stack up or dish out so much damage.
That's true. 11 minutes.
For now, though, what he can do, though, just his ult.
Yeah, I mean, the ult is going to be very big in starting the team fights. Question is, how will they finish? And that is going to be the answer, the question that needs to be answered here by Aether main. Right now, they're pushing up into the mid lane. Lord is going to be on top, going to get some attention from SXC Imba. And this turret is actually very squishy comparatively. Aether main going to pop that like a pimple. Of course, Lord still alive for the taking here. Aether main popping up mid and top lane. Where are they going to initiate the fight? It looks like it's going to be the Cho. Honda goes down once more. Easily pulled in by Crypt. Another one bites the dust in the turret. It's going to be very, very low. Archie tries to go in with the horsey, but of course, that turret not going to be long for this world. Bottom lane is also pulling in. Right now, SXC Imba looking for the way back, but they are having a hard time. Turrets fall left and right. And that is going to be a very hard base to defend here.
Will this be another replay that first team to get an ace would actually win the game? I think so, because they're dishing out so much damage everywhere.
Right now, yeah. The time journey forced out of Dexter. He doesn't have anything. Right now, Selena gets the Kaja, but will they get more? EJ falls as well as a double kill goes over to both of these competitors. That's 4 men down for Aether main. SXC Imba finally get the kills they need. But their base is now in shambles, ladies and gents.
They were able to kind of even up the kills, but at the expense of their base being open. So they have to take into account 2 things now. First, they need to push. And of course, we all know that. But the second is, they still have to be wary of their open base. Anyone can backdoor that. Anyone can just push through that while they're trying to get to their enemy's base.
Yep, exactly. Again, there's a lot of action here coming in for the first game for Aether main versus SXC Imba. Aether main very, very aggressive in trying to take advantage of the weakness in gold. Right now, 10,000 gold lead for Aether main. Again, they're very strong. Their front line is solid. EJ on this Grok. I mean, what's the weakness here for Aether main that, SXC Imba can exploit? As time is going on, it's getting harder and harder for me to pin that out.
Yeah. What do you think should Imba do?
I mean, Imba, they can probably try to go for the Gusion. I mean, I think that's the only way. Try to get the Gusion and the Harley in a bad position, but, the way that Aether main is moving around the map, they're always together. Someone's always there to back you up. Harley is just left on the bottom, because, again, that's a Harley. He has the space journey, no problems, just hat-trick out of the fight.
He can survive on his own, man.
Exactly. And again, it's always buddy-buddy here for Aether main on both. Every time they try to go for a gold objective on the jungle of SXC Imba. Right now, they have less control on the jungle. They're lacking avenues to get gold. And that's going to be a big problem as this game goes on. Man, right now, SXC Imba just looking for somewhere to pick up maybe a small mistake from Aether main. But, Aether main's a great team. They're not going to fall for these.
Maybe. Or they could try and like pick off one or two members from Aether main first and then try to push forward and apply pressure. But still, let's see. It's just kind of sad to see that they're kind of stuck to their base now.
Yeah, right now though, Honda, he's very consistent, very persistent rather, in going for the chase. Chango gonna get way of the dragon in the face, and I think this could be a kill. And looks like it is going to be another kill instead for Honda. Lord is going to be contested, and it gets stolen by Selena! And of course, that's going to be a win on the Lord, but will it be a win on the kills? That's a big question here. Dexter going to be taken out of the fight. And of course, Archie going to be the last remaining member for SXC Imba. They won the Lord, but looks like they will lose out on the game. Selena is on the base. He cannot join the fight, and he will also go down. Aether main, despite losing out the Lord, they will be able to push into the base. And looks like that is going to be all she wrote. Aether main take out game 1 against SXC Imba.
Quick game.
Quick game indeed.
Yeah, that's basically the only thing I have in my mind right now. But if we digest the game further, we could see that Aether main, when it comes to map rotations and map pressure, they were in the lead, and they were able to utilize that up until the game ended.
Yeah, and as we say in the Philippines, ang linis ng galawan, meaning Aether main, they're just really slick, and they're just really good at keeping momentum in their favor. And overall, once you have momentum on your side,